Hi everyone, this is just a quick video to show you how you can craft all the gear you need to start playing Deathtrap in Season 14 of Diablo 4. What we're gonna be doing is using the cube to deterministically craft all the pieces we need. So let's start with the helmet. It has nothing on it. We're going to add affix. Then we're gonna use the tuning prisms, use utility and add. Then we go focused, reroll. And we're just gonna keep pressing until we hit cooldown reduction. There we go, now I have a cooldown reduction. Now we want to get live, so we put in defensive, and we hit add affix. Now we got life. Now let's say we want to add dexterity. Just put in adepts and add. And now you have dexterity. And now we need resource. So now we add a resource. And that was not what we wanted, so we're gonna focus reroll resource until we get max resource. And there we go, max resource. Now the helmet is complete. Let's move on to the next item. We take the gloves. We're going to add affix. We're going to start with utility because we want cooldown reduction. Then we focus reroll until we hit cooldown reduction. And there we have cooldown reduction. Now we're going to add affix, and now we want to have only offensives. So we just slap this on. 30, that's okay. Crit multi-damage, pretty low roll, but it's what we want. And attack speed. So now we don't really want this, so we go focus reroll. Offensive. And we just keep going until we get what we want. There we go. Crit damage, all damage multi. Now we want vulnerable damage, which we can reroll by just removing the dex. And I'm going to add an offensive and see if we get lucky. We got attack speed. So now what we can do, if you want, you can go to the enchanter and let's select the attack speed. And we just reroll. And here we have crit chance. So now we have 4 of the stats we want, even though we have 3 offensive, it was kinda easy to get. You could have settled for vulnerable damage or crit chance, it doesn't really matter. Now we move on to the bow. We go to add affix, and then we want to start with defensive, because we want life. Then we focus reroll defensive. And now we have life. Now we're going to add affix, we go offensive. Most of the time you're gonna get weapon damage. Let's add 2 of them. Now focus reroll, max roll dot multi, that's cool. Now add dex and weapon damage. All damage and weapon damage. Dex and dot multi. I'm gonna add here. What we really want is to get away from this weapon damage. Let's remove one, see what happens. Remove the weapon damage, that's what we want. Let's add the dexterity. Let's try to remove the dot multi. It's crazy weighted on the weapon damage for bows right now. And I don't really want to waste all my cube materials just going for it. So let's just pretend we got like all damage multi or something. Let's move on to the next item. It's the same deal here. We're just gonna add not resource, utility. Cooldown reduction, first try, that's good. Now we save materials. And then we're going to adding offensive. All damage multi. Crit chance. One damage. Oh, that's perfect. Let's move on to amulets. Now we want utility because we want cooldown reduction. Oh, yeah, sorry, I spaced out. Focus reroll, of course. Cooldown reduction. Then we go into adding offensive. Crit chance is good. Fist damage is not good. Let's focus reroll. Will damage multi, crit chance, and we have the final one. Fist damage multi, which we don't really want, so we go over here. Actually, we can do. Let's try and remove, actually, because I want to try and get skill. Yeah, there we go. So let's do this instead. We add the depth. And now we can focus reroll. Try and hit trap. And there we go, trap. So now all the rare items are done. And then the uniques, you have to farm them, obviously. And I recommend you go here, boss loot table, and then you can just search for whatever item you want. I just do Control F, and then go like a Beastfall Boots, and oh, okay, it's Andariel. So then you go and kill Andariel until you get the better boots. They're guaranteed to have a resource on them. So for example, you end up with this. And then you just go to the enchanter, and you're like, oh, I don't really want dodge chance, I want armor or something. And then you just enchant. Or you can get move speed as well, it's whatever. Like, I don't know, let's take move speed for the sake of it. But you don't really need it with this build, because you're going to be dashing around a lot. And then this dagger, for some reason, they added the wrong type of max life. They added the max life that you get on body armor and pants, which means that you can now get 2 life rolls on the dagger, which is very interesting. But basically, you just look for what's the worst stat on it, and it's the damage over multi. So now we just enchant it away, and let's go all damage multi. And then let's settle for this. Misericord, you always want to try and get 8% cooldown reduction. And then just roll away the worst stat. And there we go, shadow damage multi. Like I would settle for this. You don't need to spend more than this. Scoundrel is also gonna have trap. So it's the same thing here. Now we want to try to hit max resource. So it could be very costly. Just gotta keep going until you get maximum resource. And there is maximum resource. So it's 4 items done, and then we go to Saboteur. And here I think that the crit chance is kind of low. And we have a lot of crit on the other items. Crit, don't really have much crit damage. So let's keep the dex for now, and just remove the crit chance. And we got cooldown reduction on first try. And then you have the eyes in the dark. So I'll try and hit high cooldown reduction, of course. So now let's remove the worst stat. I think energy regen is the worst stat here, because fire damage is very dangerous anyway. Hit armor. Armor is pretty good. I would settle for armor, and now you can just temper life instead of tempering armor. It doesn't really matter. So now all of the items are basically done. So let's just equip. And then let's move on to the charms and the seal. Here we just have a random 6 slot seal, and they're like, how do I get this? You can go to the cube, you can put in 3 random and transmute, and if you're lucky, you hit a +6. We didn't have +6 here, but let's pretend we did, and we got this one, which has useless stats, but it's a 6 slot. So just equip any 5 of the sightless, so you have the full set. And then you also need to get the Sea Lords. And how do I get the Sea Lords? Well, you go into this one, type in Sea Lord, and you see it drops from Duriel. That means you need to kill Duriel and actually get an ancient Sea Lord gloves, which takes some attempts. For me, it was 6 kills, and on the 7th kill, I got 3 of them. So you basically tape your ancestral one, put it in, and then you can put in 3 charms, and you craft. And then you get 1. Hopefully you get max roll like I did. And then let's see what more can we do. We can go and look at aspects. The hardest one to get is Aftermath, because it can only drop on rings. And I still don't have a max roll, even though I spent a lot of obols. But what you do is you go here, obol vendor, you spam rings. And let's see, did we get any Aftermath? I don't think so. No, so then what you can do is you can take these that are like bricks, whatever, just 3 to 1, and then you get more chances. Imitate imbuement, no, that's not what we want, so just keep going, and then 3 to 1. Then you can do it like this, 3 to 1. Oh, the trapper. I don't think I need that one. Some max roll malice, and I wanna. Let's just keep going just to show. Like boom, preset. So basically, you do this, and then you can upgrade with the cube all the rare ones, and then you can get more chances of getting it. So you just have to keep doing it over and over and over until you get it. All the other aspects are pretty easy to get. Doesn't really take that long. So here you want the Glynn's anvil on the helmet, you put it on. Then on the gloves, you want Trickster, put it on. This one was new, let's see what we put here. Little Mippy Guide, Opportunity, what's it called? So just put it on. And here you wanted the Aftermath. Yeah, there we go. Inner Calm. And that's all of those done. Now we just have to go over here and we want to start masterworking our items. And then let's see what we got. We got crit, that's cooldown, that's good. And here we want to have cooldown as well, let's keep going. And with cooldown again, sometimes lucky. Actually, let's see, I don't think you need it on everything, so let's just... For now, let's just leave it like this. And the boots, what you really need to do is temper mobility cooldown reduction. We can just keep it at that, we don't have to go all out. Here we wanted life, because we got armor, so we put in life. There you go. And the chest, let's go armor. And here, let's go armor as well. And here you want to go weapons, crit chance. And on these ones you want attack speed. It's basically just future proofing because you want to be going for attack speed. later on to hit all the breakpoints. But this is just to get you started, so you have something to play, you know? This one is very important. I think it's in utility. No, it's not actually, it's offensive. Traps arm, you have to hit 0.6. So you just have to keep going until you hit it, basically. I don't have any more scrolls, unlucky. Let's pretend it's 0.6 then, I guess. Where do I have damage? Oh, I use this for the my early dance and knife build. So we're gonna temper cooldown reduction, 5.1. And here is the same, temper cooldown reduction, 4.4. We can do better. Yeah, that's good. So now let's look at our deathtrap. It's at 18.84, which means we need more cooldown reduction. We need to temper on the amulets. Let's go 6.4. Let's start masterworking the gloves. Cooldown reduction, perfect. Saved me a lot of gold. And now we're at 16.65, which means we need more. Cooldown. So we have those up. So now basically we just have to masterwork the cooldown reduction on this. So it could cost a lot of gold, but you can always get more gold. You're not being so nice to me. Now we hit them. That's kind of bad. We want to hit a good cooldown reduction. Yeah, it's a good one. And here we already hit it, of course. So let's go over to the amulet. The paragon, what's that? 1561. Yeah, so we need to hit the good one basically. But gold you can always find. It's not hard. Now at 15.49. I think that could be enough. Let's see with masterwork. Yeah, so we need some scrolls, I think, so we can hit the better masterwork. You can't crit masterwork on this, you can't get it to GA, but you should be able to just farm some scrolls and get it to max. This still could be enough though. So this one did not have any more, this one did not have any more. Yeah, let's see, actually we can just go into training grounds and see if this is enough. If it's not, we'll just go and get some scrolls and get more high rolls on the tempers. Yeah. Should be using the dash one so you can stack it faster. This gear. Let's see, yeah. Looks good to me. Just keep spamming conceal and holding down the deathtrap button and the damage goes out. So we're sitting at 15.49 and it's still working out just fine. Yeah, we're in Torment 4, so let's go and see if we can do a Nightmare Dungeon or maybe even undershit and try and get some scrolls. I do want to just pretend I don't have smoke bomb and we're gonna go into dash. Cooldown. Let's go weekend. And then let's just go that. So we just replace here so we get the dash instead. So we're in Torment 4. We have all the new crafted gear. Let's go and try and get some there we go, Nefarion. And here you can also select if you want more things, but we don't really want it now, so let's just open. We'll go in. As you can see, I didn't masterwork all titles. See, we're at 197 and it is still totally fine to play, especially in Undercity. Yeah, like we're over geared for Torment 4, even with this scuffed setup. Just gonna keep blasting away. Everything's getting one-shotted. Let's get some experience. Should be enough now to just go for the beacons. So as you can see, I'm paragon 178, but what you also see is I haven't spent my paragon points here. I'm only using 2 boards. So when I open this, and you can see I only have the starter, and then I also put in deadly ambush. So I've spent 84 paragon points to get this build going. You don't have to wait until you're 120 or 130 or 40. It's too much. You can start like this. Like we were one-shotting everything in Torment 4. We can go higher than this with this gear setup. It's fine. How many scrolls did we get? We got 0 scrolls. We got scammed. It said it was gonna give us scrolls. We got no scrolls. That's unlucky. But yeah, let's try and masterwork the rest of the gear that we forgot about, I guess. Silly me. So let's just spam up here. I don't want armor. Well, let's pretend you get max resource, because that's what you want. You want to hit max resource, and here you can even go for cooldown reduction, of course. But I don't think we need it actually. Let's see. 15.18, that's totally fine. Yeah, so I would go for max resource. Just try and get the resource up. You need to hit around 200 to make it like super smooth, but you can just spam concealment. You spam concealment and hold down deathtrap and the build works fine. It's not a problem. Thank you for watching. I don't think I forgot anything. Preparation is up. Merchants is whatever. Oh, I can see I have literally no gems in, and we're just doing Torment 4. It's fine. See ya.